Fine, competition isn't friendly. The trash talk, next level. And the stakes, those are crystal clear. Cheers! With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
This is Wisconsin linebacker Mason Posa.
Mason Posa shuts the door!
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this is your Sports Center update brought to you by Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Media. ESPN Madison is your home for all 15 boys basketball WIA state tournament games. The Division II semifinals currently roll on the ESPN Wisconsin app and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. It is currently West Salem taking on Whitefish Bay in the D2 semifinals. Tune in the game right now and also tune into the D1 semifinals coming up later tonight on the ESPN Wisconsin app, the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, and right here on 100.5 ESPN. Then fallout rolls on after Wisconsin Badgers fell in the first round of the NCAA Tournament yesterday. Badgers losing 83-82 to 12 seed High Point, making it the third time the Badgers have lost to a 12 seed in the last 7 seasons under Greg Gard. A low point for Gard's program leaves Badger fans looking for answers, including Badgers great Frank Kaminsky, who joined KBN on the Yuengling Legends line yesterday. Here's what he had to say after the loss.
I don't know how you move forward this year. Like, who's going to be back, who's not going to be back, who are you going to find in the portal? I seriously, I don't know where it goes from here. So you just kind of have to appreciate the season for what it was. They got back to the NCAA tournament. They were a top 5 seed again.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special. Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's gonna swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow. Oh.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
I have a feeling they're not going to get out of the 64.
You think they're going to lose the High Point?
I don't know. It's literally called March Madness for a reason. It is absolute madness. They're like stranger things have happened. It's just the fear of like they could lose. They're a 5 seed playing a 12 seed. When Wisconsin lost to James Madison, I know you guys said it was the perfect matchup for them to lose. Like, they lost, and they were a 5 seed, and James Madison was a 12 seed. So, yes, it could happen.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. At the Moms Who Blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush, a Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio. I'm alongside Matt Hamilton. Molly Brown is at her day up, I think it's in Oshkosh is where she's spending her time today. So you just got Matt and I, old throwback Rutledge and Hamilton with primetime Wollersheim behind the glass. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's Carbus Talk text line. List is more. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream and stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Mitch chimes in. It is! Yes, Mitch and Stoughton, it is. And it's gorgeous outside. It is gorgeous outside.
It's beautiful outside.
It's beautiful outside.
Getting that
Feels
tan
like,
on.
it might be 78, but it feels like 90.
It's not 78.
68.
It's like 68 at best. I don't know what the temperature
69. I like that number.
Giannis,
Close.
I don't think I got there. But it's also keep your damn shirt on season. That's my advice out there.
Did somebody give that advice to you? What happened?
No, I was, and again, here's my stance in general.
Right around bare chest around Madison?
No. And again, look, you're in your yard, you're going to you're going places where people have their shirts off, have your shirt off. I'm not saying, and I don't care if you are whatever size, whatever shape your body is, whatever condition it's in, I'm fine with that. But if you are strutting yourself like you're the cock of the walk, then like I gotta hold you to a standard.
The what?
Judgmental Jim.
The cock of the walk.
Oh, okay.
You gotta I gotta hold you to a standard. So if you're strutting around downtown as a dude, shirtless, and the person I saw today, cut, absolutely. I'm assuming for his sake that didn't look like functional fitness. It looked like a guy who works out to work out. Unless he works construction, which I don't think he did. But he had no tan lines, no tan. So
working out in the dark. Trapped in a cave.
Came across like a workout bro. Like I just work out to look like I work out. Like if you asked, because he was walking.
Gotcha.
Like if you asked him to run a mile, he might not be able to do it.
Fair,
but he looks good.
I understand.
And if you're going to be that person, walking around, have some sun. Like whether it's this dude 100% has spray tan before. This person has definitely used a tanning bed before, or whatever the other rub-on tan. What's it called? Like the self-tan. Like this guy, everything about his look and motif gives off self-tan vibes or sort of tanning vibe. That I'm sorry, man. You want to go around shirtless with that look and the look at me sort of strut. You gotta have some skin color to you. This dude was as white as milk.
It is
basically
March
watching a glass
20th.
of milk. Like I said, this guy, if you're spending your entire life in the gym, but you're not fit enough to go for a run, you have to walk, then you're also the type of person that should...
Oh, this guy was walking, too.
Yes. Yeah, it was a walk.
What if he was running?
Strutting. He was strutting.
Was it okay if he was running?
It would have been better, but it was strutting. Just strutting around.
How fast would you say he was strutting?
We will
Miles
say-
per hour.
Like a 4 on a treadmill, maybe. Maybe a 3
4
and a
on a
half.
That's a decent little walk, though.
4 is like 4 miles per hour, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
like
I think so.
That's not fast.
No.
That is a very...
That's like a 13, 14-minute mile.
That's a stroll.
Yes, a stroll, yeah.
No, that's a stroll's slower than that.
Okay, so but he was
walking.
He was cock of the walk. He was strutting.
Yeah.
So he was
Yeah.
taking his time.
Yeah, he wanted to be seen. And I'm just saying, if you are going out to be seen with that look to you, then go out and come prepared.
What if maybe he just wanted to walk around in the sun, take his time, enjoy the warm
Just
weather?
get some vitamin D
He was
in his
holding
life.
a shirt in his hand.
Yeah.
Just wear a shirt
Yeah,
then.
he was trying to get the sun.
Here's what I bet happened, because I have seen this situation before. They walk out of downtown with their shirt on, and once you get to that path around Lake Monona where you can go up John Nolan on that bike path, tarps off. That is the appropriate spot to take the tarp off.
Well, look, first of all,
Is it not?
I'm very anti. Like,
I agree.
You don't need to be walking around without a shirt.
Vitamin D. It's March 20th, man. We've been starving for some good stuff.
You can wear a T-shirt and get your vitamin. The vitamin D needs to hit the top of your head to give you the serotonin and the boost that you need. It doesn't need to hit your pecs. That's not vitamin D. Doesn't penetrate your heart through your chest.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
You don't know that.
It's about having your eyes sense it, about having your head feel it. That third eye on top of your head. That's how you solve on top of your head. That's how you solve.
Is that why you cut your hair?
Yes.
You want
Now,
some more
I don't want to
vitamin
have
D in
jet
your
lag.
life?
I don't want to have jet lag anymore. No, but seriously, like there's like this whole thing about like if you go outside and
Yeah,
you get
within the first hour of waking up and you see the sunlight.
Yeah.
I know that
But
part.
it's also scientific that we officially evolved from some sort of like land fish animal that had an eye on top of its head, and that's why that's still the top of your head is the point where it can wake you up. If you believe in such things.
And like the crystals, man. If you don't walk around with your crystals to align your chakra.
This is evolution. I'm just explaining because you said it is well known that getting sun on your face and on your head is a way to wake yourself up. I'm just explaining the evolution behind it.
I just think it's I think they did make it to, if they had their shirt in their hand, they made it to a point where they thought this was a tarps off friendly zone.
Yeah, give him a break. It just snowed 24 inches in parts of the state like 3 days ago. Like, the guy needs some time to get the sun, get the tan going.
Then do it in private. I don't need to see Casper walking around John Nolan.
What if he doesn't have the benefits of having a private area where you can tan? Some people don't have that.
I think you need to keep your eyes on the road, Jim. I think you got to stop rubbernecking.
That too.
I think you got to stop rubbernecking.
Well, it wasn't rubbernecking. It was the
You're
sun.
like, nice physique, bro, but you should have a tan. And then, oh my gosh, someone stopped in front of me.
No, it was more
judgmental Jim.
The glare off of this guy's pasty white body almost blinded me that I had to put my sunglasses on.
So it felt like there was still snow on the ground with it. There was the sun
It
reflecting.
looked like a walking pile of snow. Yes.
I mean, honestly, that those bad guys in Dune right now, the Harkonnen or something, maybe he's just going for his Harkonnen look.
Yeah, what?
Oh, you've seen that
That was a
new
deep cut.
trailers.
That was a
The new
deep cut
trailer for
joke.
Dune just
Why
dropped.
not Stormtrooper? They wear all white.
Because it just dropped. It's Pattinson. Robert Pattinson. Yeah,
yes,
he's
the
like
bad
pasty
guy.
white.
He's the bad guy in the new movie.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh my god.
He's a Harkonnen, right?
Yes, correct.
Speaking right to our audience.
I am. Everybody knows that I'm the pop culture queen on this show.
Sure.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm just deflecting because I'm still annoyed the Badgers lost.
That's fair. Just everything's annoying right now.
Yeah,
still.
so a day later, I do want to ask this question, our siding limited poll question. Do you believe in Greg Gard as the Badgers head coach? I do, but I explained why yesterday. But you can get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's the Carbos Talking text line. List is more. I'll explain it again, but do you believe, Matt, in Greg Gard as the Badgers head coach?
Yeah. Yes, I do. The grass is not always greener. He
could be fickle.
We have touted that he had this is the best transfer player Wisconsin's ever seen in Boyd. That was Gard's doing. Like, let's not pretend that.
Right.
We had a great season, regular season. And I know, like, I understand the woes of March Madness for the Badgers since 2017. It's not easy, but especially now with NIL taking place, like, sure, Gard might have gotten there if everything was status quo for these last 4 years while we were dealing with NIL for the first time, but NIL has not made it any easier for Gard to go out and be able to get really good kids and, like, develop from within. If a freshman comes in and they're pretty good but not good enough to start, they're going to go somewhere else. You don't have that opportunity to bring them up through your system and have these guys who have experience playing together and practicing together for years before they take any meaningful time on the court for the Badgers. So, like, when you look back to the Kaminsky days and Ben Brust and the Gossers, all those guys, they learned together. They had practice reps before they ever saw the court as starters, and we're never going to have that again in Wisconsin.
So, honestly,
I think you got to give Gard a little bit of a break on that.
I agree with you. Prom, I'll get your thoughts in a second. But there's really two ways to look at Badger basketball. And you can look at it like this and say, this is good enough. This is what we're at, because the counter to what you're saying, Matt, is that, like, other schools, Tennessee, other schools that weren't even traditional powers are making deeper runs. Even Arkansas hasn't, a long time ago there, but, like, these non-traditional schools are making deeper runs in Iowa States of the world. And though they're not Wisconsin, and Wisconsin should be able to compete there. But obviously the funds are funneled to the basketball program, and they are able to recruit and build their entire system and build their entire philosophy around, we're going to have players for 1 year at a time. That's not how Wisconsin has done things forever. And with Greg Gard, he has found, I guess, the closest you can as a hybrid now of, like, he keeps some players around. He'd rather pay the players that he knows and then maybe bring in one or two the right fit type guys to add to the team. And if that's what you want, and I think if I had to bet on it, I think that's the best pathway to success for Badger basketball. But if that's what you want, then Greg Gard's the guy. Now, and that's also your ceiling is probably the Sweet 16 for the most part. Like, I would imagine that dreaming beyond the Sweet 16 is probably a fool's errand if you're a Badgers fan, which, again, if you're a true Badgers fan, you enjoyed this entire regular season. I'm not going to, like, I watched a lot of the games. I'm not calling myself a true Badgers fan because I'm more disappointed in the end of this season than I am the way the season went. And Matt, you and Molly talked yesterday. You guys are the more traditional Badger fans where you show up end of March or middle of March.
You'll check the scores. You'll see how they're doing throughout the season. But I tuned in and watched highlights when I found out they beat Michigan.
Yeah,
but I didn't circle it on my calendar. I'll tell you what I did circle. I circled the last game of the season against Purdue.
Yeah.
I made sure I was as available as I could be for the Big Ten tournament, and I watched yesterday and made a big deal of it. I was a peacock, baby. I had my Ben Brust jersey on. I had my Badger hat on.
And that's how I think the vast majority of fans are. So that works better in the old system because Bo Ryan would get this team usually for the extra weekend. More often than not, you'd get a little extra play out of them. but the whole system has changed. So the other way to do it is kind of what Badgers did for football, and it didn't work out so far. Right. And I don't think it's going to work out. But is you blow it up, and then you try to build yourself and model yourself after, let's say, like Iowa State, which is more of, and I use, what's their coach's name? TJ
Otzelberger.
Yeah, Otzelberger. And he's got Wisconsin ties, correct?
Yes, he's from Pewaukee. Like half that roster is from Wisconsin, Pewaukee, the Fox Valley area. Tyrese Halliburton went there.
Yes, and I'm watching them right now beat the snot out of Tennessee State 101-63. So you could try that way.
So how are they built different than Wisconsin?
I'm guessing that they are building a roster, and he is fine year in and year out flipping that roster. Because Iowa State, even back to the Fred Hoiberg days, were kind of the transfer school. But
they're a basketball school.
Well, they have a football program that does well. The football program is better than the Badgers' football program right now.
Our coach just got hired away by Penn State.
Low bar. Iowa State is
their head coach just got hired to Penn State for football. So they
were a very respectable program in the Big 12 for the last 5 to 10 years. They're a solid football school, but yes, they do care a ton about basketball.
Yes,
You're right,
they do. So I'm just picking a school. But if you could get TJ to come here, he at least looks like he has a way to execute. It's still a risk, but it looks like he has a way to execute flipping your roster every year, which is how most of the blue bloods, and Iowa State's not a blue blood, but most of the programs going deep into the tournament understand flip the roster every year.
They've had some practice at it.
That's what Greg Gard's also been doing, too. I mean, he flipped basically the entire roster this past year. Other than Blackwell and Winter, all the other significant contributors were new guys.
And I'm not saying right, but I think in a good way.
And they pulled off 5 wins against top 15 teams this season. And I understand the postseason didn't get there, but if you weren't fully bought in the regular season, one loss in the postseason shouldn't change that. Or if you were fully bought in, it shouldn't change because you got upset by a really, really good High Point team, unfortunately, which sucks. The bad draws happen in the tournament. Now, I'm not trying to excuse it, but at the same time, if you were bought in going into the tournament, you should feel the same coming out.
And I'm just playing devil's advocate on the other part of it because it is a major risk to blow it up and try to do it a completely different way. Because
we saw that with the football program.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So there's 2 schools of thoughts there. Are you just permanently afraid, or do you not let one bad mistake was the mistake Luke Fickell, or was the mistake blowing it up? We won't know for a while.
Probably both.
Probably
I would say
both.
it's both.
Yes.
I think I'm pretty confident actually saying it's both. Right. I'll be honest.
So I don't know the answer, and for me, and I guess in this case, I'd rather just stay the course. Guard is the best case scenario for Badger basketball because he's not going to go chasing somewhere else, and I also think that he knows how to build a winner. But Ryan, the case against it is the most people are Matt and Molly and most of us is they don't give a crap. They don't give a crap about what happened. The regular season games. They care about the tournament.
True, but at the end of the day, if you really think that getting tournament success is going to change anything, then I understand why you might say Greg Gard hasn't gotten it done. But at the same time, why do you trust anyone else in the Badgers to actually make the decision?
Guard. And I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying
I'm not saying trust the next guy. Yeah. Trust the people in charge of Wisconsin to make the right hire for the next guy, too.
Oh, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But, yeah, it's a tough spot to be in.
Yeah. I just have – there's issues all over the place. One, we all know that the dollar is the almighty winner of sports now in college sports. The Badgers are not paying their basketball players the same way a lot of these teams are. And I know they're probably doing more than High Point, so I'm not saying that's an excuse. But the issue is, for me, is you have all this clout. You're the Wisconsin Badgers. You were one of the biggest we were good in just about every sport. We were solid in hockey, solid at basketball, good football team. We were a destination from the 2000 to 2015 for Wisconsin sports. It was pretty darn good to be a Badger fan. And things have been a lot harder lately. And I think part of us are remembering how good things were and kind of comparing to where we were as a program and as a school to where we are now. It's a different landscape. There's more to get into here, too, with the whole situation, but I'll save it for next.
Yeah, and if you want to talk about a place that has hit the spot every single time, that's Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, and that starts with Lee, the owner, just an absolute pro. Runs the place the right way, makes you feel like you belong the second you walk in. Then there's Kevin behind the bar. If you know, you know. Guy makes
You're listening to Jim.
Perfect drink. Takes care of you. Ryan needs a drink. And sometimes somehow remembers everyone. Whether you are sliding in for a happy hour to unwind or you've got a big client meeting where you need to make a big impression, this is the spot. It's consistent, it's high level, and it's exactly what you want every time. Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Go see Lee, grab a drink from Kevin, and thank us later. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Just say you like it. There's nothing cool about the band. It is objectively not cool.
I find
you like it.
Okay, I like it because it's cool.
It's not cool.
It can be cool to Matt. Like, things can be cool to other people if they're cool to you.
I like Star Wars.
He's
I know it's
so
nerdy as
judgmental.
hell.
Star Wars is cool.
Judgmental. No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
When
Neither
I
is Star
dressed up
Trek,
in my
none of
Star
it.
Wars outfit,
it
that
wasn't
was
that cool.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
For over a century, one family has helped generations move forward. Christofferson Moving and Storage. They've built a legacy of trust celebrating 120 years in 2026 with transparent, upfront pricing, highly trained professional crews, and flexible services designed around you. They protect your home and belongings with expert care and clear communication every step of the way. Let them handle the heavy lifting so you can focus on what's next. Christofferson Moving and Storage. Your best move since 1906. Get your complimentary quote at christoffersonmoving.com.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
Every event tells a story, from the first impression to the final moments. Have someone guide your guests through every chapter the way you want the story told. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With a strong presence, great voices, and an award-winning team, trust us to guide, direct, and inform your guests through all the different chapters of the day. For fun, memorable entertainment for any event, please visit us at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
It's March, so it's time to score big with slam dunk deals at Metro Ford of Madison. Drive home the Powerhouse 2026 Ford F-150 with special financing. Get 4.9% APR for 60 months. That's just $18.83 for $1,000 finance. Don't miss your shot. These offers end March 31st, 2026. Head to Metro Ford on the east side of Madison or visit metrofordofmadison.com now and drive home your new F-150 today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joseph Henningsen with Stoughton Health Ortho Team Clinic. I specialize in joint pain and joint pain surgery, specifically hip and knee replacement, including second-time surgery for hip and knee replacement.
Learn more at orthoteam.com.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after. An in-depth recap of every Bucks game. In 6 minutes. No more, no less. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. If you missed any of the game or just want to relive the biggest moments, Bucks in 6 provides game recaps every morning after. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis or the deep threes from Miles Turner. And catch the comments post-game about what happened on the court. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. Find it now on bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You asked and Carbless delivered. The fan favorite grapefruit flavor now has its own 4-pack all to itself. That bold, bright, perfectly balanced citrus taste that you've been pulling from the variety pack, it's now front and center in 4 cans, 1 box. Crisp, refreshing, not too sweet, and nothing else has changed. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, just 100 calories and gluten-free. Clean ingredients and big flavor. Always no compromises. Grab the new Carbless grapefruit 4-pack wherever you get your Carbless and find a location near you at drinkcarbless.com. Carbless, bold flavor in every sip.
Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all.
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 Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
J&K Security Solutions, they're locally owned, they're veteran owned, they are family owned, and they can help you from anywhere. Help you control the most important things in your life from anywhere in the world. So reach out to my good friends at J&K Security Solutions. They're awesome, baby, with a capital A. Jim Rutledge alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown at her day, but she is listening because she just texted in making fun of me and also texted in talking about the pace. So 4 miles per hour. What was Molly's decision on that one? She put it to the text group there.
It's quick, not fast, but quick.
Yeah, that's a healthy walk.
Okay. I guess I've never tracked how fast I'm walking.
I'm going to tell you right now, 4 on a treadmill, to me, is like, if you go up to 4.5, you might have to start bouncing like it's almost a jog.
So it's 15.
Same. Yes, that's about right.
Yeah, so that is a brisk walk.
So the way I would think about it, that's a, mile every 15 minutes? So that's not that fast, I feel like, though. That's like casual pace to me. Still.
Once you get to like 12,
not for Johnny Chest Day.
I don't think you're walking like a 12-minute mile. I think you're going to have a little more bounce in your step. I think it's going to be considered a jog because let's be real, competitive walking, 1 foot on the ground at all times. Once 2 feet come off the ground, whether you're walking or you think you're walking or not, that's a jog.
Matt and I, the science guy.
I know a competitive walker.
Yeah, fellow Olympian.
I was going to say a fellow Olympian there. Or?
Yeah, he was. Yeah. I think they took out race walking, I think, at the Olympics.
They did. But there's actually a really...
Canadian, Evan Dunphy.
There's a really funny...
Who's more of an athlete? Speed walkers or curlers?
Man.
Speed walkers. They actually have more... I'm just messing with you. But I know that they had, part of the reason they, I think got rid of it is because, it's really bad
for you, yeah.
Yeah, because, the way your hips and everything swing, a lot of them are getting injuries.
So this guy you saw walking alongside John Nolan today, he looked like he's just a walking injury waiting to happen.
Are you kidding me?
Just
He
muscle-bound.
was way too broad to be a race walker. You're catching so much wind.
Okay.
Also, I
feel
like it's like a sail.
You need to be leaner than that.
And I also feel like no day is leg day for that guy.
Oh, really?
One of those guys.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's
opposite of Wisconsin Olympic gold medalist Jordan Stolz.
Right. Whatever you would call whatever you'd call the opposite of functionally fit is.
Yeah.
This guy is pretty fit. He's fit.
Vanity fit.
There you go.
Vanity fit. Okay.
That's my projection on it.
Did you guys hear that too? Someone had asked Jordan Stolz about, because he's this long track speed skater that won a bunch of medals from Wisconsin, 20 years old. They asked him about his workouts, and he was talking a lot about squats and leg day stuff.
Yep.
They asked him how many times or how much do you bench? Mm-hmm. He's like, I have probably benched 3 times this last quad. So these last 4 years, I've probably done bench press 3 times. But the guy's putting up 650 on squats.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's Alex Stroh's excuse too. Just Alex keep on saying, "You guys haven't seen me do squats." That's
irrelevant.
That's right.
If he tried to squat, I think he'd die. I'm being honest. I would truly be worried
There'd be
for
an
him.
injury.
Yeah. No, his back would get messed up. I don't want to see that.
And honestly, it'd be worse because you at least, right? Because the idea is you need leg day to make sure you're strengthening your legs, because naturally your arms are picking stuff up or whatever. So I honestly think his legs might be weaker than his upper body with Alex Stroh.
It's entirely possible.
How the man stands up is beyond me.
He defies gravity every day.
Like
Gets up out of bed.
Again, I coined a nickname a long time ago for him, and it still fits the wacky,
waving inflatable arm
tube guy. Yeah,
No idea.
Yeah,
Irrelevant.
That's who he is. All right, back to the Badgers here. Before we get to Jason Wilde, we did ask you, do you believe in Greg Gard as the Badgers head coach? And 64% of you so far say yes. Badger Video chimes in. Weird spot to be in. Gard is a good coach, and we could definitely do a lot worse. But he hasn't made the Sweet 16 since 2017, when most of the main contributors were still Bo's guys. Not really sure what the answer is. And, yeah, I agree with that. Then you had Jason from Some Prairie chime in. They need to move on or stop playing in the tournament. Being bounced in round 1 as a 5 seed this many times is embarrassing.
I can't disagree with it. And I do have a question. It kind of brings up my question. One, do the Badgers get too much credit as being in the Big Ten and playing other Big Ten opponents most of the time, where you got these other mid-majors who could be really good teams but never really get to test their mettle until March? Is my first question. And my second question, I do really think Greg Gard can put a good team together. I do think he's a very good regular season coach, but we talk about Nick Boyd being one of the best transfers we've had. Blackwell was a great player for the Badgers all season. Why with all these years with Greg Gard, does it feel like we end up we're a decent seed and we lose? Is there something to the tournament? Is choking is a thing for players? I don't really think about it with coaches as much, but when you have the rotation of players, when people come in and leave, and the only thing that is super consistent with your program is your head coach, and now where you finish in the March Madness, who's to blame?
So there was a case made a lot with Bo Ryan of the Badgers, why can't they get out of the Sweet 16? And a lot had to do with the Badgers were built to win in the Big Ten and built to win one way. And it's hard for me to say for sure because the Badgers have now changed the way that they're built. And is it Gard not being able to change on the
style
fly?
Of play
right.
too.
But I think it goes back to imperfect recruiting because they have a budget now, and everyone else has larger budgets. So this
it would be more perfect.
But we can't
recruiting.
say everyone else. There's no way High Point has a larger budget than Wisconsin.
But High Point getting to where they're at, they just had to win the one game. So there is randomness to it. But
High Point had to have some incredible breaks in that game. Let's not sweep that under the rug.
But also High Point played.
They hit some crazy shots.
High Point played their game. The Badgers were not able to get High Point to not play their game, and the Badgers, over the last couple of years, have added offensive firepower at the direct detriment of their defense. But those players cost a lot of money. There's someone who can play defense and offense. Those
guys are in the NBA usually.
Right. Or they're very expensive, or you have a deeper roster where you can have a mix of Boyd and Blackwell and Winter, but then the other guys are a higher level than Rhodey, who can't defend anything, and neither could Billy. So, those are the things where you're what do you do? It's not Greg Gard's fault that Rhodey can't guard anyone or Billy can't, and that Winter got hurt and had no – he was probably spent by the end there. So the problem for Gard is this is since 2017. And you probably can go through every year and go, this is the reason. And it probably is a valid reason.
But defense is in his name.
It was. Oh, gosh. Jeez. Okay. What I would say is that he changed the philosophy to be from defensive to offensive, and now they're a changed team where it feels like that they can actually go out and beat any team that they play, but it feels like more than ever they can also lose to any team that they play. That's the difference now.
They can't stop anyone.
Exactly.
If you always have to score,
you can beat the Michigans, but
yeah.
then you can also lose to this team lost to Oregon during the Big Ten regular season too. Oregon, a team that wasn't even close to making the tournament. Right, the gap in the variance and the volatility of this team has never been higher. The ceiling is theoretically higher. We just have never seen it, unfortunately, which is what...
So you got to get hot at the right time. But to really have that ceiling completely, and obviously this is the outlier type guy, but you need a almost like Steph Curry type bucket getter. because
Boyd was that for a part of the year too.
he was one of the best bucket scorers for the Badgers have seen, and Nick Boyd was really good. So was Blackwell.
Boyd and Blackwell, the highest scoring backcourt duo in the country.
When it mattered, and I love Nick Boyd.
Yes.
When it mattered, and I love Nick Boyd.
That's impressive.
You just found that out now.
No, yeah.
Didn't get the points needed.
Wasn't on my primer.
It probably was.
It probably was.
Didn't get the points needed when it mattered, and that's wildly unfair. But you get what I'm saying. That but when they needed,
I would
Boyd
say
and
they
Blackwell
got the
to come
points
through,
they needed, but the guys you're talking about too, like the depth of this team, like the thing that's hard for Greg Gard in building this program is that building a complete roster has never been harder than it is now. Because in order to get that depth, you have to pay up just to keep your depth, and then you have to pay up to go get the Nick Boyds and retain the top level players like Blackwell and Winter, who now going into this offseason, that's a big question mark now. Can they retain those two guys and then supplement like 4 or 5 rotational guys around them?
Do you want to bring back Winter?
Yes, you have. He's by far your best big currently.
But I agree. And this is where it gets weird. He is your best big, but he's a big that doesn't really play defense.
If you pair the right guy alongside him, he could be really effective.
But could you take his money? And I don't know what it is. And this is
finding that in the portal is going to be even harder.
I agree, but it's just depending on how they're going to build their roster. Like they need to look at it every year. If you're going to add the guards to score, then I don't need a big to be able to do anything but play defense and grab rebounds.
I mean, they theoretically have that in Alexis Biliauskas.
He can't play defense.
He can't do much of anything.
No.
But at the same time, But
this is to your point, without getting into the weeds, it's hard for them to build a roster. And before they were always, just like with football, the Badgers have been more successful because of Greg Gard, I think, to navigate around it for basketball. But it's the same problem as football is that the Badgers can't build the depth that they used to have / the top-end talent because they don't have the budget to have both. And before they used to kind of, for lack of a better word, use the Packer model of draft and develop. You get a 3-star guy, you let him, if you could pop off right away like Chris Borland, great. If not, you let him sit for a year or two, and then boom, they're ready to go. You can't do that anymore. Who is the kid that's playing for Buffalo from Wisconsin who's just popped off this year for basketball?
The University of Buffalo?
Yeah, for basketball. Daniel Freitag?
Oh, Freitag. Was he really good this year? I did not keep tabs.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
And I mean, but again, it's Buffalo, but he might have been, I know he was in double digits.
Was he a Badger last year?
He was a kid from Wisconsin.
He was a high-level recruit coming in, and then he never really got much playing time because of Blackwell was there, and then there was also John Tonje last year, so he hit the portal.
So no one was... That's the other problem. Is no one's patient enough to commit.
John Blackwells are few and far between nowadays.
Well, also, he would have stayed if they didn't bring in Boyd. So, you get Boyd. But Freitag, 20 points a game, 4 rebounds, 4 assists.
And where's Buffalo?
New York?
In New York.
No, I know geographically where they are, but what are they doing right now?
I don't know.
Not playing in the tournament.
Right. I'm not saying that I'm not saying it was bad that you let him go. I'm just saying that that's a guy that in the past that would have stayed, and then the Badgers could have had him be the star next year with Blackwell. He would have been Nick Boyd to Josh Blackwell in years past.
John Blackwell.
Blackwell, sorry.
Hey,
Josh
honestly,
Blackwell played for the Bears.
Nowadays, there's plenty of guys who transfer back to their old school nowadays, too.
And maybe that's it. And I think he left on good terms, and I'm not blaming Gard for it. I'm just saying that, in the past, that's the type of guy that would be primed to blow up next year. But that guy's at Buffalo now. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We'll talk to Jason Wilde next.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I think I've listened and watched this show long enough to know that Molly's mind is just always in the gutter. It doesn't matter what.
Mine!
Yeah, Molly.
Jim says something, and Molly's eyebrows just go up. She's looking for a giggle.
Yeah. I'm a bottomless. You're not wrong.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
I worried that I couldn't work a full-time job and still have time for college. But I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, I found my stride. My classes are flexible and hands-on, and I walk on campus feeling inspired. My advice to others? Make your dreams a reality. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started. It's bracket season, and Pizza Hut's got the watch party covered. Score a large 3-topping pizza for just $10. Try it on Pizza Hut's new hand-tossed crust. Crispy and golden on the outside, soft and fluffy on the inside, and finished with garlic parm seasoning for that classic pizzeria vibe. Or get the original pan, thin and crispy, or Chicago Tavern style. Big flavor, big savings. Just $10. Your bracket might not survive, but this deal will win it all. Order today at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. Pizza Hut, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Here's the thing. Buying jewelry should feel good. Not rushed, not pressured, and definitely not final if it's not right. That's why at Condon Jewelers you can exchange your purchase so you actually end up with what you really want. And when it comes to value, Condon Jewelers offers some of the best prices in the area without sacrificing quality, service, or trust. So whether you're celebrating a big moment or just treating yourself, you can shop confidently knowing they've got your back. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
What's up, everybody? March 27th, go get your tickets. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be me, Giannis Antetokounmpo, my co-host, Tony C, and Nature Boy. Woo! Ric Flair. It's going to be nice. It's going to be dope. You guys are going to love it. It's going to be an experience, and we're going to have a lot of fun. It's basically a party/podcast.
Yeah, we're throwing a party at the Riverside, March 27th, TALiveshow.com. Who's the guest again? Can I get a woo? Woo! With Ric Flair. Can't wait.
See you guys.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability, making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions.
Jason, can I ask of you?
3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
Yeah. This has been the best segment I've ever done on this show, and I've really done very little.
Molly said it best. I said fart in the bathtub. She said gross.
I love Matt Hamilton. You are 1,000,000% right, Jim. That should be a drop, too.
Thank you.
Dynamite drop in, my guy.
Thank you.
Jason Wilde is on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
That is Jason Wilde's theme music. Jason Wilde joins us now on the Yuengling Guests Hotline. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America, and now officially in Wisconsin. Jason, how are we doing on this, at least down in the Madison area, gorgeous Friday?
I'm great. I need you guys' input on something, though.
Okay.
So I was driving back from Milwaukee. I was down at our the Gruber offices, One Call That's All Studios today, and I was driving back, and there was a car on a small-ish SUV on my drive back with Texas license plates, and the guy was driving erratically, including at one point he almost ran me off the road. I was passing him on the left. I go 73 miles an hour. I'm afraid of. I don't want to get a speeding ticket. I don't like to spend money that I don't need to spend.
Yeah.
So I'm a slowish driver. So 73 and a 70 as fast as I'm going. But this guy was like 1 minute he go 80 and the next minute he go 50 kind of guy.
Yeah, I hate
And so I'm passing him, and then he just suddenly starts to drift and like If I hadn't slammed on the brakes, he would have run me off the road or crashed into me. Okay.
Did you hit the horn?
So I had to talk to the boys in Beaver Dam on the Dam Sports Show. But when I got done with them, I called the state troopers. Like, I called the non-emergency number, and I got the license plate, and I talked to a very nice trooper who said I should have called the 911 number, which I didn't want to do that. Like, I thought, okay, that would be a little aggressive. But was I wrong to kind of, snitches get stitches and sometimes get run off the road? Was I wrong to make that call, or did I do the right thing?
That's tough. In the past, I honestly used to say that no way you make that call, but now, like, the intent of driving at that speed is really reckless at this point, where people are just checked out, and if they're going...
Yeah, I passed him. When I later passed him, he was texting with both hands.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what part of his body was running the steering wheel, but, like, look, we've all had our moments where we've texted when we shouldn't have, and maybe we were a little inattentive. I get it. For years now, I've been way better about not allowing the typos of using voice to text bother me, because obviously I'm a grammar nerd and a spelling nerd. So if it's got a spelling mistake, doesn't matter. I mean, I just use voice to text now. But, like, we've all had those moments. But who does that with both hands? What do you like? That's bad, right?
Right. And
so I feel justified, but I wanted to get your take.
No, and you're not guaranteeing a ticket. I mean, they probably can't get a ticket, but maybe that guy gets pulled over and, like, gets the shock to the system to remind him, like, oh, I got to be paying attention. Or I guess I would call this worst case scenario. The only time I've been tempted, and I think I did, is like when it was pretty obvious as it could be to me when I'm driving and someone's drunk in front of me, where I'm, like, falling behind them, or I'm like, I'm just going to get off the road here because, like, I don't want to be around them. Because that's it's just not worth the risk for anyone. So that one, I think people definitely should be. And there's a more than zero chance that this person could have been. I mean, it's a weird time of day, but up and down in speed and going in and out of the lanes, it's probably phones, but it could have been something else too.
Yeah, sounds like phones to me.
I just felt like I just would have felt bad if suddenly I read in tomorrow's Press Gazette or something that there's a big accident on I-43 because it's an inattentive jackwagon. So I felt compelled, but I'm not generally that guy. But it concerned me for sure.
So you slammed your brakes. Did you hit the horn?
I did, and it totally didn't faze him. He just then stayed in the left lane with me behind, and then he just gunned it and went like 85. And then I ended up passing him again with my little 73-mile-an-hour cruise control. So it's just
that's the problem.
Bizarre.
Yeah.
The no cruise control is, especially when you're going to be inattentive like that, they're all over the place. I had a very similar drive not long ago, and I don't think they were inattentive, but they didn't have cruise control on. And I would catch them, want to pass them. They wouldn't. They were left lane heroes too. They were not moving over for anybody.
Right.
So they get a bunch of people built up. Some people would pass them on the right, and then all of a sudden they're 85 again. And it's like, I'm not trying to go that fast.
Right. Yeah. Or the ones that speed up too. Now, Jason, I have a more important question: is when is the last time that you were running around outside with your shirt off?
Yeah, I want to know this too.
Let's see. I graduated from high school in 1990, so I was a freshman at UW the fall of 1990. So probably 1991, 1992.
Okay, where were you walking around in public shirtless? Was it? I'm not gonna lead you to the water. You tell me.
I was out. So it's funny. I was just talking about this because we have some teammates in Milwaukee that are UW-Madison alumni as well. And I was talking about my dorm. They asked me what dorm I was in. There was a kid there that was touring. His name's Max, who's a senior at Shorewood High School. He was there with Dan Carlson, and he's going to be a freshman. I said, hey, do you know which dorm you're in? He's like, I'm hoping for Whitty or Celery. And I'm like, oh, man, come on now. I'm a Lakeshore guy. And then that led to a conversation about me having been in Bradley Hall, which looks more like a juvenile correctional institution than an actual dorm, because then they built that DeJope dorm where all the athletes are, and it looks like the Taj Mahal. and then there's this little cinder block dorm that I lived in when I was a freshman, and it looks like they look like completely different buildings, obviously. And so there was an area there where you could play volleyball and soccer and the big open field there by the old natatorium.
Yep.
And so that would have been the last time when we would have, I think we played soccer, pick up basketball or something, and I was skins. So that would have been the last time.
So that's a normal, that's a setting where you would have your shirt
now,
off.
I'm going to ask him. Now, is it acceptable on that bike path along John Nolan along the lake?
I'm not a former Olympian like you are, so I don't know if this is...
I don't look like an Adonis, I promise.
No, this isn't about Matt. So
well, closer to one than me.
And same. So on my way in, there was a guy who would always skip leg days, how you'd probably describe him, who was walking around shirtless, who took the time to get incredibly jacked, but then decided to walk around shirtless to the point of but he was the complexion of milk, and it was just be either all in or be out. I guarantee that guy has done self tanning or the spray tanning or just a regular old tanning bed. So it's look. If you're not ready for prime time, if you want to be the look at me guy, then you got to be ready to be the look at me guy. So I was put off.
As a non-look at me guy, I would say that if you are muscular enough to go shirtless, even if you're not tan, I'm supportive of you doing that. If that's what you want to do, I am certainly not in that category, both in terms of fitness and in terms of color. So there's no way in God's green earth I'm doing that. But again, if you put in the work, interesting though. So you're telling me that this guy did all upper body work and never worked on his legs, huh?
No, he was he was on a leisurely stroll. But yeah, the vibe I got was one of the top heavies of what did you call him, Ryan? This guy's doing construction. This is a vanity workout.
Vanity workout.
Yeah, this guy's working out for vanity, not for function.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jim was the erratic driver today because he was rubbernecking.
Yeah,
checking this guy
looking
out.
at him.
No, I was.
Hey, how you doing?
As I said, I was blinded by the
Jim
light.
also hit his horn.
Yeah, I was blinded by the light off of this guy's milk toast skin. I almost got sent into the lake there because I couldn't see.
You could actually see when you say you could see his rib cage. It was that you could actually see through the skin and you could see the actual bones.
Yeah, if you've seen the movie Powder, that probably best describes this guy. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, great reference.
Thank you.
Better than mine earlier.
So, trying to turn a little bit to sports here, Jason. And this is about the Badgers, but I think you have good perspective on it. Greg Gard, to me, is the best possible coach for the Wisconsin Badgers with the most likely positive outcome. We all saw what happened with football of, hey, let's blow it up and try to get better, and maybe Luke Fickell wasn't the right guy or maybe the decision was wrong, but the way that the Badgers spend money and raise money for NIL, I don't think you can do better than Greg Gard. So it's one of those things where we should all be happy that Greg Gard gives you 20-plus wins and gives you the thought you go somewhere tournament, but also in this day and age, expectations need to be reset for Badger basketball, that the Sweet 16 is probably their ceiling, and it's not Greg Gard's fault. It's the fault that he either has to choose between depth or star players. He can't have both.
Right. Yeah, I mean, can we agree that they didn't lose yesterday because they got thoroughly outcoached, or do we not agree on that?
No, I agree with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, look, give them their coach credit, who's obnoxious, by the way.
Yeah.
But they everyone in the building knew that they wanted to get the ball to Nick Boyd, right? But again, he's they're Jimmy Chitwood. You don't use your best player as a decoy. And they got the ball in his hands for the final two actual possessions, right?
Yep.
They obviously didn't get it on the throw down the half court or full court throw or whatever. But you have your best player had the ball in his hands with a chance to go take the lead or win the game, and it didn't work, right? He got the one shot blocked, the other one he missed. I don't have a coaching problem with that. I'd have a coaching problem if he said, yeah, let's get the ball to the Lithuanian guy. Nobody will be expecting him to have it.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So do I understand fans' disappointment, and am I biased? because I really like Greg? Of course I am, right? I don't cover them. I'm also not as invested. Wooly called, and I was worried that he sounded so despondent. Like, I'm not wired that way either. Like, my weekend has not been ruined by that loss. I'm bummed for Gardo. I'm bummed for people that are really heavily. Like, I was texting with Mike Kelly last night or after the game, and he was totally crestfallen because those guys that played at Wisconsin, they are always rooting for their guys, and he's not on the team anymore, but he took it really hard, right?
Yeah.
So I feel bad for them. But my issue with this is, like, to your point, I hate the landscape of college sports. You guys, we've talked about that a bunch.
Yep.
But, like, even now, like, to your point about choosing star players or building depth, you cannot build the 2015 Wisconsin Badgers anymore.
No.
You can't have Frank Kaminsky be a guy that I had never heard of, and then he had like that huge game, and we were like, oh my God, this guy's good.
Yeah.
And he'd worked in the or Mike Wilkinson,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Like these guys, those guys no longer. Those guys are all playing at Iona or Siena, and then you're stealing them away when they get to be juniors and seniors or something, right?
Yep.
So I hate where we're at. I hate the fact that it takes me till half the season, even though I watch most of the games, to really understand who's good. Like, I thought Nick Boyd, for example, Boyd did a great job of going from what I thought was kind of a black hole offensively, where you got him the ball and he was not giving it back. Like, he was playing 1-on-5 at times early in the year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought he really assimilated and got people involved. Like, I really loved how he developed. And then yesterday, I want him to have the ball in his hands. He's our best player. So, again, I understand the disappointment. I get it. Tausch was despondent. He extrapolated it out into all the disappointment in Wisconsin sports. And, we took a bunch of calls. But, frankly, I would argue if your sporting fan life sucks as bad as it does to be a Wisconsin sports fan, then you don't understand how bad it is for a lot of other states or cities or fan bases, right? Including, quite frankly, Jim, Chicago.
Yeah.
So, again, I understand them blowing a 25-point lead against the Bears. The fact that the Bucks haven't really done much of anything, and Giannis has gotten hurt in playoff series since the title. The fact that the Badgers haven't been to the NCAA Sweet 16 since 2017. I get all that. I understand you have every right as a fan to be disappointed. And I'm not just saying, oh, well, it's better than other fan bases, so just accept it. No, you can be mad. You can be disappointed. But I don't, like, yesterday's loss, like, did they lose to the better team? No. They lost to the team that played better than them yesterday. They didn't rebound, and they didn't defend, and they let, basically Ali from Hoosiers make a couple of threes and then score his first 2-point basket of the year to beat him.
Yeah. He didn't look comfortable shooting it either. It was a layup.
He didn't. No. And he by the way, I understand that we don't call traveling anymore, but he took like 4 steps on the go-ahead basket.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that's why they lost. They didn't deserve to win. I'm not saying they did. But, again, I don't even know what traveling is anymore.
It's the double gather Euro step.
Right. Like 2 gathers, a Euro step, and a partridge in a pear tree. I feel like Giannis, I've seen him take like 6 steps before he even put the ball on the deck.
Oh, yeah. There's a video that's always like posted when people call like travels, and they'll show this video of Giannis taking like 6 steps before he puts it up, and it's egregious, but you're like, what are you going to call following the superstar? Jason, I want to pivot to Packers because I have a concern, and I'm curious what your take on it is. I feel like Matt LaFleur could really use a little pushback over the last couple of years. Maybe someone who can maybe not tell him he's wrong, but at least challenge him and make him think about his own philosophies a little bit and whether they need to be tweaked or not. I see the hirings of or promotions of DeMarcus Covington and Luke Getsy and now this T.C. McCartney. Which one is going to be that guy? Because they kind of feel like yes men still.
Yeah, I don't. This idea now of splitting up the assistant head coach title, and DeMarcus Covington is now the assistant head coach / defense, and Luke Getsy is assistant head coach / offense. Plus, you have an offensive coordinator. Plus, you have a defensive coordinator. Plus, DeMarcus Covington is the defensive run game coordinator. Plus, Bobby Babich is the defensive pass game coordinator. Plus, Jason Vrabel is the offensive pass game coordinator. Plus, somebody's the run game coordinator, too, I think. I don't know if it's Ben Sermons. I can't remember. What are we doing here?
Yeah, is there a 53-man roster for the coaches you have to fill out, too?
Right, they got 27 coaches, Matt. 27. Like, literally, that is a 1-to-2 ratio.
Doesn't count towards the cap.
Coaches to players.
I'm fine with
it.
Right,
but again, like, and all these different titles. Like, I'm the host, the commercial break facilitator, the Yuengling Guests Hotline interview conductor. Like, what are we doing?
They use ChatGPT to come up with those.
Right.
Yeah, I happened to catch some of Saturday Night Live, and one of the cast members was doing their Tucker Carlson. What are we doing?
Oh, good.
That's what I felt like when I saw this.
Oh yeah.
Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah.
But it just doesn't like. And to your point, and I think there's a really good point. And now again, I don't know what happens behind closed doors. There was a time when the Packers were trying to hire me to be their senior writer for the website, and one of the ideas that was pitched to me was that I would get to go to meetings, like when the coaches met, which ended up not happening for Wes, and they don't do that. But it would have been like this incredible unfettered access, which did pique my interest, but I wasn't going to leave Craig and GKB. But like, I'm not in those meetings, so maybe to your question, there are guys that behind closed doors push back on LaFleur and tell him, well, I don't like this idea. Here's why.
Mm-hmm.
Like, again, I don't want to make this political, but there are certain former presidents that surrounded themselves with what he liked to call a team of rivals, like Abraham Lincoln had, because the idea was to be at our best, we need people with different ideas that are going to push me to really defend why I want to do what I want to do. And I don't know if Matt LaFleur has that or not. And I don't mean this in a pandering or condescending way, Matt, at all. I want to be very clear. It's a great question. I mean, it is an outstanding question. And, again, it's one of those that I need to figure out. Maybe it's Rich Bisaccia on the sly, frankly. But I'd be curious to know if the perception is that there are guys that are able to do that. And it might have to be talking to people who don't work there anymore. Because what's going to happen if I ask Adam Stenovich, who I have a great relationship with, hey, do you feel is Matt open to you pushing back on his ideas? What's he going to say? No, he's so stubborn, man. He does some of the stupidest, and he won't listen. I try to talk him out of it, and he says, "Screw you, Stenovich. I'm the head coach." Right? Like, he's not going to say that.
Yeah.
So it's such a good question, Matt, and I'm going to write that down because I don't know how I go about finding the answer. And look, in fairness, maybe he does, right? I don't think it's fair to say he doesn't have anybody that does that, because maybe he does. But again, Luke Getsy's been, he gets fired by the Bears, he gets fired by the Raiders, comes back and lands here with this kind of nebulous senior defensive assistant title or senior offensive assistant title, then gets the quarterbacks coach title when Mannion leaves this offseason. And then this comes out yesterday, and he's got an assistant head coach title on top of it. Like, I don't know. I'm guessing that Jim has some Bears fans that are probably looking at that going, yeah, make sure he's as involved as possible.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. No, Jason, we appreciate all the great insight. Thank you.
This was fun today, guys. All right, I'll talk to you next week. Take care. Be good.
All right, that's Jason Wilde. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Starion Bank, with 3 Madison area locations in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Starion Bank is here investing in your community. Start your experience at starionbank.com. Member FDIC. Wisconsin football beginning spring ball practices, the first look at new faces including transfer quarterback Colton Joseph, a top target for Luke Fickell once the portal period opened. Fickell during his offseason appearance on Wilde and Tausch on what Joseph brings to the Badgers.
We were looking for a guy that obviously can extend plays. We're looking for a guy that has athleticism to get himself out of trouble, that can use his feet when he needs to use his feet, but yet he still has the arm strength. If you're not balanced, you can't be successful.
Order today and get 0% interest until 2032 at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Upgrade now, pay no interest until 2032. Visit PellaWI.com.
Grab the dial and crank it up, baby, because Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee is spinning its Winning Hits collection. Over the next 3 months, you could win a share of over $1 million in prizes. On top of thousands in cash and reward play, you could win one of 3 new Ford vehicles in the grand finale drawings on March 27th. Just play with your rewards card to earn entries. Press play on the Winning Hits collection, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Experience the future of recovery at Carbon World Health. They've brought Escape Robotic Massage to Madison, the world's first AI-powered, fully automated therapeutic massage that's customized to your body every time. Using advanced body scanning, Escape maps your muscles and delivers precision-calibrated pressure to release tension, reduce inflammation, and accelerate recovery. Book your Escape session at Carbon World Health and feel what the future of wellness really feels like. Carbon World Health, your body optimized.
It's well known that the boss at the exteriors company is a perfectionist.
It's a gift.
He not only oversees every job, he inspects each aspect of the operation to get to the root of what your project will actually need to be long-lasting.
Call 960 Roof.
Oh, he's proud of all the reviews.
What can I say? Take a look.
The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise.
Zimbrick Honda has been a proud part of the Madison community since 1973. They're your one-stop shop for over 250 new Hondas to choose from. Whether you're looking for a sedan, SUV, or truck, their selection of new vehicles is second to none. Stop in today at their location on Fish Hatchery Road and check out their full lineup of vehicles and find the one that's right for you, or browse their vehicle selection online at ZimbrickHonda.com. That's ZimbrickHonda.com. Shop local, shop Zimbrick Honda.
What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. You know that honey-do list that's been sitting on your counter since what, 2020? Yeah, we can handle that. From leaky faucets to light fixtures, our handyman team at Bruner Realty fixes it all. Fast, friendly, and done right the first time. We take care of it so you don't have to. Visit fixedbybruner.com. That's fixedbybruner.com. Because your to-do list deserves a happy ending.
Everyone plays like a champion at TPC Wisconsin. Our friendly community shares one thing: a passion for world-class golf. Women, men, and youth golfers all love the course. The $25 million upgrade is impeccable, and the list of amenities is more than impressive. But belonging where the shared pursuit of excellence is a daily practice and not just a tagline? That might be the best part. Join today and pay no dues until April 1st. Discover belonging. TPCWisconsin.com.
Hey, this is former Badger Brad Norton.
Norman is a fake. Great call and great execution.
You're listening to a Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this is your Sports Center Update brought to you by Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. ESPN Madison is your home for all 15 boys basketball WIA state tournament games. The Division II semifinal is currently still underway with West Salem taking on Whitefish Bay. Make sure to tune in to coverage of that game over on the ESPN Wisconsin app, also available on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Then we got the Division I semifinals coming up later tonight with Hunter Vaughn and the Dean Dennis Semrau on the call. Make sure to tune into those games on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, as well as the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Then fallout continues after the Wisconsin Badgers fell in the first round of the NCAA Tournament yesterday, losing 83-82 to 12 seed High Point. The loss marks a low point for the Badgers under head coach Greg Gard, as they've now lost to a 12 seed in 3 of the last 7 seasons. Badgers basketball great Frank Kaminsky joined KBN on the Yuengling Legends line after the loss yesterday. He, like all Badger fans, are left wondering what's next for Greg Gard's program.
I don't know how you move forward this year. Like, who's going to be back? Who's not going to be back? Who are you going to find in the portal? I seriously, I don't know where it goes from here. So
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special. Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow. Oh.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other. It's kind of a roller coaster. Sports is a roller coaster.
Matt, let me ask you a question. Matt, let me ask you a question.
I'm a college basketball fan for literally this week. I like the volume.
I get the volume part of it.
And when you have like severe ADD like me, going into a place that has literally like 8 different games going on at once, it is whelming. It's not overwhelming. It's whelming. It's perfect for a guy like me.
That's an interesting take.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. If the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's crush a Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio alongside Matt Hamilton. Primetime War Shine behind the glass. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's the Carbless Talk and text line. This is more. You also can see us in the ESPN Madison YouTube stream and stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Be sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell. Really helps the channel.
We've spent a lot of time talking about the Badger basketball situation, including with Jason Wilde. You can catch all that again on the ESPN Wisconsin app. But, Matt, it's now the part that I think you care the most about, and that's how's your bracket doing?
They're busted. They're all busted. I didn't in our show bet. I didn't have the Badgers going terribly far. I had them winning the first one. Idiot. But yeah, like there's been some upsets. I took a couple swings that haven't worked out. I gotta go through it, but it's not good. I'll probably be eating one of those spicy caramels, ghost pepper caramels.
All right.
You're excited for that, aren't you?
Honestly, I'm curious.
Of course you
I want
are.
to know how hot they are.
Jim, it's not going to be a punishment for him.
No.
There's going to be no satisfaction for anyone other than him.
No, I agree.
It's not fair. It's not fun that way.
I mean, I'm not, like, immune to spice. I don't.
Yeah, but you enjoy it. You enjoy the pain.
Well, yeah, I find joy in things. Yeah, spice might be one of them. Yeah, I can imagine.
All right, so then should we up the spiciness level for Matt, Jim? If he loses?
Well, if we're dead last, Molly had the idea of putting some extra.
I agree with that.
Yes.
Okay.
Matt, you did give me that advent calendar of hot sauces yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Can we just like put those into like a cocktail and you just have to drink it
How
all?
about you just find the spiciest one or what we would assume is the spiciest
we know we should have added
and
it.
I'll just loser takes it like a shot.
Whoever finished whoever finished last, we should maybe make an addendum here. Maybe we can check with Molly. Whoever finishes with the worst bracket has to go around the world with the hot sauces. Like a little dab.
You have to sample each, all 24 of them?
Yeah.
Then you have to open them all. At least then Ryan can keep them for a little bit.
Okay.
All right, let's be honest, Matt. I'm not using
hot
all those
sauce
hot
doesn't
sauces.
really go bad.
Yeah, that too. And honestly, I plan to keep all those probably here in the office for just like anyone who wants to use one. Because people always need hot sauce in the office.
Not a bad idea.
And having just all of those in our fridge. Now, I don't know if I want to put 24 little vials of hot sauce in the fridge. That's a little.
Well, they don't need to go in the fridge until they're open, but.
Oh, okay, but once you go around the world and sample every single one of them, then they're going to have to go in the
There's
fridge.
barely a sample in each one. There's less than an ounce in every single jar.
You just got to take like 4 of them as a shot in that case.
I would do one of them in addition to the spicy caramel as like a last place punishment.
Maybe it's depending on like how much you lose to the next closest bracket. If you're like 4 or like 5 points off, then like that's how many shots you take.
Oh, brutal.
So even raise the stakes even more. Even if you're gonna be last, like there's still a reason for you to care. There's still a reason for you to like have some skin in the game, you know?
Yeah. I mean, we can think of something. We'll have to workshop it when Molly's here because we can't agree to something and then just tell Molly like, hey, this is what you're doing if you lose.
True.
Yeah,
or Jim, should Matt just have to walk around like John Nolan shirtless? Just like flaunt stuff.
And you were saying that I would enjoy hot sauce.
You would enjoy that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
All right. So
I mean, I'd be embarrassed for a minute, but I'd just embrace it.
A quick glance at mine. The Badgers are the only team out of my Sweet 16 that are not there currently. So I'm actually in okay shape. I don't know compared to everyone else, but right now that's the only team that I don't have a possibility of putting in the Sweet 16.
This bracket is way better than the two that I submitted on ESPN, the one that I wrote out. There's some upsets here that I'm actually maybe I did better on this bracket than I thought. I just know the ones that are on my like phone that I can check and it tells you how well you're doing.
Yeah.
Those are busted.
Okay.
This looks okay because I took Georgia and those other two, but
really,
I
honestly,
St. Louis in this one.
You're not really busted unless you like. What's your Sweet 16 look like? How many of those? Like that's a
No,
random one game.
I did take a shot. Virginia's the lowest seed that I have,
and they're still in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank God they won today. They had to barely pull one out against whoever, Wright State.
Yeah, 82-73 is what they
feeling good about that one, getting all the way to the Final Four.
You better be. I have them losing the Sweet 16 as well, but yeah, no, it would have made me feel a little better as a Badger fan if we weren't the highest seed who had lost in the first round. Virginia losing would have done that for us.
Does it make you feel better that
kind of rooted against them?
Does it make you feel better that UNC lost? And I know it was a 6-11, but they had a 19-point lead.
Yes, we're not the most embarrassing loss of the first round. That is all I was hoping for.
Now on paper we are. But if you know, like the people that are following along, they would know that.
And even
UNC
then,
one
it's
was
like
worst.
UNC loses as a 6 seed, we're a 5 seed. It's like not that big of a gap at that point either.
Yeah,
too.
and
UNC a blue blood losing in the first round like they did.
Yeah, but VCU's coach is kind of coaching royalty as far as the blue blood sort of thing. Phil Martelli Jr., who was actually on Sportsmanlike, had a great interview with
He's
Evan.
royalty, you say?
Phil Martelli
Phil
Sr.
Fartelli?
Phil Martelli is an all-time great coach. I believe St. Joe's. Like he is going to be in the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Okay.
So
right.
and then his son has been around it, and now his son obviously is now winning at VCU. So
I had them winning my bracket too. So thanks, Martelli.
Yeah, they play Illinois next, and he ended the interview with the Unsportsmanlike folks with taking a shot at Michelle Smallman, saying that I'll join next week and apologize to Michelle.
How tough it must be if you're Evan Cohen to go on national radio when your team was like one of by far the biggest upsets, embarrassments of the first round.
So, but anyways,
especially when you clipped Illinois,
and
your co-host Michelle Smallman is an Illinois fan who's just going to be like, oh wow,
that'd be brutal.
So
that no foul on Blackwell was the only reason you won the game against Illinois.
But if you talk about the slight difference here as far as the programs, and obviously North Carolina blue blood. Hubert Davis is squarely on the hot seat.
Oh, big time.
And
he is the hot seat right now.
And they probably, if I just off the top of my head had to guess, their march has been similar to Wisconsin. And probably their overall record has been similar to Wisconsin over Hubert Davis's time.
They did go to a national title under Hubert Davis, which is the tough part.
Right, which even skews it. But again, that to me is like you're on a curve there. Like, well, it's North Carolina, you got to do that. But that's the standard that's held there, that like you're not going to the national championship or Final Four all the time. Get out. And so like that's where Wisconsin's never going to be at that point, thankfully. But it is one of those things.
Don't you want to be at that point though? You mean just the hot seat level, or like at the point where like it's national championships once every 4 years or you're out?
But like pursuing that, I think leads to pain.
Leads to Luke Fickell?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, like, that's why I say thankfully is that I have come to the nihilist conclusion with Badger Athletics that honestly, let's just go with the Brewers model of let's just have an enjoyable regular season. Can we get 7 wins out of football and not look embarrassing in the other ones? Maybe every once in a while we pop off. Basketball, just crank out 20 wins, and every once in a while we'll pop off and maybe make a Sweet 16. That's where I'm at with Badger. Like that's
just
to
so
me,
sad, though.
the future of Badger athletics. That's where I have them at.
Only
And
because
that's a ceiling.
we knew. We knew better. Like, we experienced higher highs. So, like, right now, thinking that that's the new ceiling, we used to have vaulted ceilings, and now we've got just short little 8-footers. You can barely get a big Christmas tree.
We also used to live in a different subdivision where, like, we were easily the biggest fish on the cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
Now we're in, like, the actual neighborhood with all the other big boys, and it's a lot different. There's a lot more competition here.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
And I don't. You probably can run through sports of programs that used to be elite that aren't anymore.
Virginia Tech is one. I mean, just in football, like, there's plenty of them. There's a long history of those in football.
Yeah.
Badger fans, we were sheltered for 30 years and thought we reached above that.
That was kind of Illinois before Bielema got there.
Big time.
Honestly, at this point, can we just get Illinois football and I'm trying to find a basketball comp, but like can we just be the Illinois football levels for the Badger football team?
I would love that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would love that.
That's what I'm saying. You flirt with the top 25 every once in a while, but you're not really going to be in the you're not going to be in the playoffs, but like you're going to feel like the season's entertaining and you'll have some flash, you'll have some good players, have a couple people go pro, you can be proud of the program, and you'll be like, okay, I can handle that. Like, I think everyone's just got to adjust their expectations. So actually brings me to my Siding Limited poll question, or our Siding Limited poll question. You can chime in 844-770-3776. That's Scarborough's Talking Text Line. List is more. We'll answer it on the other side. But which Wisconsin sports team do you trust the most? The Brewers, Badger Athletics, the Packers, or the Bucks? I do trust Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. Madison's locally owned, Madison's family owned, Madison's custom jeweler, Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
Matt's Chicago Doppelganger. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Spring is here, and living with your old, drafty, foggy, dirty, hard-to-open, bad windows is no longer an option. You deserve better windows and doors. At Siding Unlimited, we install top-of-the-line wood, vinyl, and fiberglass windows with options to fit your style, color, and design choices. Built for energy efficiency, installed by our professional craftsmen at Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited. Experience, integrity, craftsmanship. Visit sidingunlimited.com today.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Harry Douglas here to tell you about Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes just like the best birthday cake ever. Vanilla, buttery, frosting vibes. It's basically a party in a bottle. Confetti Craze makes it easy to turn any day into a party with its delicious birthday cake flavor and big birthday energy. And here's the best part. All cake, no sugar. I bring these tiny bottles everywhere to cakeify my day with tasty caffeine boosts. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. Get 0% APR for 24 to 60 months on new 2025 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter cargo and crew vans. This also includes the courtesy vehicle fleet, where Mercedes-Benz Sprinter vans have over 12 currently that qualify. Excludes eSprinter, Sprinter 30th Edition Cargo. Monthly payments for 24 months equals $41.66 per $1,000 borrowed. Monthly payments for 60 months equals $16.67 per $1,000 borrowed. No down payment required. Minimum is $20,000 finance. Maximum $100,000 finance with approval through Mercedes-Benz Financial Services. Stop in off the Beltline and Rimrock Road or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com and check out the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter area, and you'll walk away with a vehicle that will help maximize your business. This offer expires March 31st, 2026. So hurry up, and you'll be driving a new Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van.
Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side. When you see Diamond Jim, you can count on him to be on your side. Selection beyond compare with on-site repair, so you can wear your jewelry with pride. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Make your fitness goals last with Johnson Fitness and Wellness, the largest specialty fitness retailer in the country with 2 locations right here in Madison. At Johnson Fitness and Wellness, you'll find top-rated treadmills, strength equipment, ellipticals, bikes, and more, all guided by certified fitness experts who match the right equipment to your goals, space, and budget. And with white glove delivery and installation, plus flexible financing options, you can build your home gym with confidence. Visit one of their stores today or online at johnsonfitness.com.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
This is Jim, Matt, Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. Jim Rutledge alongside.
This is what your Walker was listening to.
Right. Primetime Horshine behind the glass. You can get it to the show, 844-770-3776. That's the Cardinals Talking text line. List is more. David Deerfield chimes in. How about Marquette? What are their expectations now? And Dave, I honestly don't know the intention behind the question, but I'll give this answer.
They
honestly.
were a solid team in the 2000s, and I get what he's saying. What are their expectations? Because they have also felt that we have a chance at winning a championship.
Well,
now
and
they're not even in it.
Within the last 3 years, they were also like a top 10 caliber team in one of the best conferences in college basketball. Like when they had Kolek there, and just like that was literally just 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And now they didn't keep up with the times because unlike Greg Gard, Shaka Smart wasn't attacking and using the transfer portal like he should have. If they had been, they'd be like a significant tier above the Badgers right now. But
how do you
currently falling
attack
below.
the transfer portal if you don't have the money to entice these guys?
Marquette's got the money.
They do?
Yeah, they were just not using it to go get players. They only wanted to keep the guys who they had.
And
they weren't doing both.
And they had success. And so now I think he'll change. They had success with that old plan. But I was going to ask, I don't care. I mean, I'm not anti-Marquette at all. But at Wisconsin, Marquette being bad or good doesn't really affect how I feel about Wisconsin. If you're asking earnestly about Marquette, I think they'll end up still being the better team out of the state of Wisconsin for basketball. Just from there's one. Yeah, there's one team to pay for there, and it's that. And Shaka is an amazing coach, just like Greg Gard.
Mm-hmm.
But Marquette has the money. I think Shaka wanted to try it one way. It worked for him, and now it's not. So I think he'll switch it up. I think that's kind of how I look at them. That you're going to have to figure out what works and doesn't work. But the problem between Wisconsin and Marquette is that I think Marquette will be able to outspend Wisconsin, and Shaka is at a bare minimum equal to Greg Gard. That's how I guess this is how I look at it. So,
right.
Are you? I know we have our bracket right now, and you can chime in on us 844-770-3776. The Cardinals Talking text line. List is more. The question I have is are you just rooting for chaos now that the Badgers are out, or are you adopting a different team to root for, or are you rooting for your bracket? I guess there's those three options there.
Yeah. Well, I've got three very different brackets, so now I'm going to root for my Jim, Matt, and Molly bracket.
But I mean, are you going to root? So you root for your bracket more than anything? Now that your team is out, what do you root for the most? Your bracket?
There's no teams here that I'm like, oh man, I'd really Like, I'm going to say Houston, but that's just because for the last 2 years I've had Houston going all the way, and they've let me down, and I have them again going all the way in this bracket. So I'll like adopt Houston, I guess, but it's mostly for my bracket.
Ryan, where's your head at now? Are you just checked out completely?
I'm currently sporting a Texas Tech hoodie because I just happen to have one, and they're currently still alive in the NCAA tournament. So for now, I'll like fake pull for them in the tournament, I guess.
You're not going to join the dark side with Molly and be a Zona fan?
No, because they killed my fins up. They destroyed them today.
Yeah.
LIU got killed by Arizona.
The Battle of Ice-T was won by Arizona.
Yeah, unfortunately. But, I mean, I'll pay attention, and honestly, I'll just want to watch, like, entertaining games or, like, some big upsets, which stinks because, like, outside of the first 2 days, we don't get that nearly as much in the tournament anymore.
Right.
Outside of Thursday and Friday, like, it's not as entertaining as it used to be. And when your team loses on one of those first 2 days, it really just kind of ruins the whole tournament, unfortunately. It sucks. It really does.
I think it's relieving.
Why?
Because now I'm not super concerned with how the Badgers are doing. I can enjoy the game for what it is and hope for some upsets.
You don't want the
pull for my bracket.
You don't want the excitement of pressure going into the second round and then the third round. That's so much fun when your team survives and advances.
No, this is a coping mechanism. This is how I'm looking at it now. Like, yes, I'm disappointed, but at least I have no skin in the game anymore, and I can just enjoy a good basketball game. Because I'm still invested this weekend. It might be my wife's birthday this weekend, but I've carved out some time for some basketball.
Sorry, Jen.
Sorry.
So, which I do find interesting because
happy birthday, Jen.
For me, I go bracket first, and then I'm going to go, if my bracket starts to falter, then I want chaos. But I actually enjoy the tournament more as it goes along because
the basketball's better.
Yes. and then like
basketball purist Jim.
You're actually watching like really competent players. And I didn't want to get into Wilde because he's right at Wisconsin. You'll never see a team like Wisconsin anymore. But that's the difference between Wisconsin now and the teams that'll be playing in the Elite Eight and Final Four is that Arizona team and some of these teams are, I think, probably the equivalent. They can build a deep team. It's just that they can build a deep team of talent and obviously depth. Wisconsin can pick like one or two guys who are, let's say, blue chip players, or they can pick 3 or 4 solid players. And that's the choice they have to make every time. And I don't fault how they're doing it. I would continue to do it the way they're doing it. But there is a flaw in the system. And I'm someone that believes these kids should get paid, but also blame your Congress people, blame the NCAA, blame everyone else besides the kids for what's going on right now because everyone is greedy.
Don't worry. We're also going to be paying $14.6 million in our tax revenues now for Wisconsin athletics. So God knows they're only going to get better from here, right, guys?
I mean, yeah. There's also some executive orders which are worth the paper that they're written on that will be said. Apparently, there's not going to be college football on Navy Army days anymore, or Army whatever that game is.
Army Navy weekend.
Army Navy weekend.
Which is funny because there currently isn't any other college football game. But just make sure that one will never have any other competition.
Yeah,
it never has been for the last 50 years.
Right, but
glad we're accomplishing
now
things.
It's a rule.
Yeah.
It's a rule written on a piece of paper that has to be enacted. But anyways, so I don't know what's going on with college sports.
What do you think? And again, I understand there's money coming in from all over the place from different 4 different schools. But every school, I imagine, has other sports that are struggling for money and could probably really use it. Is there any benefit to? Now, call me crazy if you want. Is there any benefit to figuring out a salary cap for the sport and any extra money that comes in can be divvied into some of the other sports?
Yeah, no, I don't want to get into
in a perfect world. It seems like a good idea, but
in theory, that's in place now, where they're only supposed to spend X amount. But that's not really.
That's the revenue sharing. Yes, that every team gets.
$20 million. You're not capped at $20 million. So
it's almost like they set a salary floor for everyone, but there is no cap. Essentially.
But so now everyone gets money in this scenario. But here's the biggest problem, Matt, is that the portal is what probably needs to be cleaned up.
to just kind of boil it down to the bone here, in this situation, like in any sport, you need negotiating parties to figure out what's best for the sport. And you can have, normally owners and players.
Right.
And
since players are only there for 4 years, they can't really have representation for themselves.
And the schools don't want the players to unionize and because that's how you do it. The players would unionize, and then you can cycle
they have to
through.
be offered health insurance and
right. Then they're employees.
Yeah.
But then you could negotiate, and then you could say, all right, so and so ex basketball player or ex football player, he's in charge of the union. Or she's in charge of the union. They're going to do all the negotiating with the NCAA to figure out what is in the best interest for the players and for the schools. And those two sides sit down in a democratic way. You elect officials to work it out, and then you solve it. But that doesn't exist still because of greed. Because God forbid the schools would have to treat these employees like employees.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know it's a sticky subject. I just feel like.
You're right.
Your incentives would be we have set, there's companies that want to work with athletes. You guys can fit. That is stuff you do on your own time.
Yeah.
But here is what we can offer you as a school.
That's how it's supposed. In theory, that's how it's supposed to be.
In a perfect world where everyone's playing by the rules, yes, but not everyone's played by the rules in the history of college
you ain't
sports.
Trying.
Exactly, yeah.
But now it's not even cheating. Nobody's getting does anyone get in trouble?
I agree. It's not cheating anymore. But if you put in those stipulations that Matt is talking about, there's always going to be the schools that are going, below board, the Miamis of the world. There are teams who did that in the back in the day, who we know about very publicly
Taking
were
shots.
caught. Well, we know very publicly that they were caught, and then if the parameters were set in place again, USC, yes, they did with Reggie Bush, though.
I'm sure there was more.
He should still get his Heisman Trophy back. It's
100%.
so stupid. But anyways, there's always going to be those schools that are going to try and compete a little more than the others, and. Unfortunately, honestly, if that ever did happen, I bet you Wisconsin would be the only team that would keep their whistle perfectly clean, and they would not be getting into any nonsense. And then I would be mad at them for doing that. To me, I would say, why aren't you guys cheating or trying harder? Because that's why I feel like they're currently at where they're at now. Is that for so long they were always just the goody two-shoes school.
Yeah.
Never did anything wrong, never strayed outside the lines, always showed up to class on time. And now it's the adult world, and it's whoever's trying the hardest or finding any edge, they're the ones who are going to win as an adult. We're not school kids anymore. This is real life now.
Right.
That's what college sports have become, and now Wisconsin has not kept up at all. They're still living in their parents' basement, unfortunately. Greg Gard's at least I don't know. He has an attachment. What do you call a guest house? He might be in that.
It's
from his
your
parents.
cool uncle.
No, because he's still one of the kids, but he hasn't truly detached from his parents. But at least he's a semblance of responsibility and adulthood. Whereas Luke Fickle's still living in the basement. He's not even living in the basement. He's living in Harry Potter's room underneath the stairs or whatever. he can't even get out from the closet of his parents' house.
All right. On that note, we'll go pole dancing on the other side. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening live from St. John's, Newfoundland. The Newfies love Jim, Matt, and Molly. 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Wisconsin weather doesn't wait, and neither should you. At Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, we make upgrading your home simple. Right now, order today and get 0% interest until 2032. You heard me right. 0% interest all the way until 2032. Upgrade your windows and doors now and pay over time without paying interest. With our 10-year limited warranty, you can feel confident in your investment. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 3/31/2026.
ESPN is now the home of MLB.tv. If you have the ESPN Unlimited plan, you'll get a $15 discount on the 2026 seasonal MLB.tv package. And if you don't, no problem. When you sign up for MLB.tv, you'll receive a 1-month free trial of ESPN Unlimited. Cancel anytime without losing your MLB.tv access. Get in on the action at stream.espn.com/MLBTV.
ESPN Unlimited auto renews at $29.99 per month after free trial unless canceled. Blackouts and other terms apply.
On eBay, every find has a story. Like if you're looking for a vintage band tee, not just any tee, the band tee. You wore it everywhere until your best friend stole it. Now you're on eBay, and there it is, same tee from the same tour. The things you love have a way of finding their way back to you, especially on eBay. Where else can you find that mint trading card you searched everywhere for, or your first car, the one you wish you never sold? It has to be eBay. Shop eBay for millions of finds, each with a story. eBay, things people love.
Ben Brust here for Zimbrick European. The all-new 2026 Audi Q3 has arrived at Audi Madison. Lease the all-new 2026 Audi Q3 Quattro for $579 per month for 36 months. Offer is only available until March 31st. Stop in and test drive today. Check out AudiMadison.com to browse and see current inventory and specials. Start your adventure at Audi Madison today, off the Beltline and Rimrock Road.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hi, it's Dave from Canopy Wealth Management. Many people are balancing retirement planning, college costs, and caring for aging parents, often all at once. With extensive experience, the Canopy team has helped others navigate these same challenges and can be a trusted thought partner as you prioritize what matters most. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline, it's our promise. Get started today at canopy-wealth.com.
Paid for by Canopy Wealth Management. Canopy Wealth Management is registered as an investment advisor with the SEC.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Get your team together. Softball is back for 2026. Hey, it's Jesse Nelson. Registration for Madison School and Community Recreation's Adult Summer Softball Leagues is now open. Men's, women's, and all gender slow pitch and women's fast pitch leagues are forming now for the summer season. MSCR Softball Leagues offer fun for every level of player and welcome all participants. Spend your summer evenings with us on the Ball Diamond. For more information and to register, go to mscrsportsleagues.org. That's mscrsportsleagues.org.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Metro Kia Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
You buy one, we buy the other. Thanalysis Live, one of the biggest nights in Wisconsin sports, and we don't want anyone to miss out. You buy one ticket, and ESPN Wisconsin is going to buy the other. Be there for the night that will have everyone talking. March 27th, Thanalysis Live is completely unpredictable show with Thanalysis and surprise guests. With Thanalysis and surprise guests. Thanalysis and surprise guests. Were you there for when Stephen A. Smith joined or when Bobby Portis brought down the house? Whoa! Where were you sitting when Giannis walked on stage? Thanalysis Live can't miss. TALiveshow.com is where you get tickets and enter code ESPN WIBOGO. That's ESPN WIBOGO. When you check out, that's ESPN WIBOGO. The stars will be out. Woo! And so should you. Buy one, get one for Thanalysis Live on March 27th at the Riverside Theater. TALiveshow.com. Woo!
How you doing there, Matt?
Oh, Thanalysis and Thanasis are so close, and when I'm reading it, my brain doesn't pick up on the fact that it didn't say Thanasis or it didn't say Thanalysis. But I thought I did a pretty good job. I give myself an 8.5 out of 10.
Can we all give one more woo before we finish that up?
Woo!
Can we also get a fins up?
Fins up!
In memory of the Finns at Long Island University.
Long Island University.
I believe their first and only NCAA tournament appearance. Go Sharks.
Yeah, that's all right. If they make it to a 12 seed next year, they'll probably win.
They'll probably beat the Badgers.
Well, whoever's I just know High Point only made one before this.
Yeah.
Lost last year.
Well, hopefully we'll get over it as Badger fans.
That was a
one day.
bad joke. I don't like myself for saying that. I'm sorry, Badger fans.
We're gonna go pole dancing. Let's go pole dancing.
We asked and you answered.
What?
Coming to the stage, it's pole dancing on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Hey now.
Presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
All right, guys, you know I don't have it in me to go pole dancing every week. That's why I enlist Riley Elks' help. Riley calling the Division II Boys State Basketball semifinal games over on the ESPN Wisconsin app and the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Make sure to go listen back to those if you're a high school basketball fan. But Riley does double as a pole dancing announcer. Riley, go ahead and take it away with our first poll question of the day.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Pole Dancing. Jim, Matt, Molly. Let's start with Kyle, Brust, and Norman. Which loss was worse, the Packers' 21-3 collapse versus the Bears, or number 5 Wisconsin losing to number 12 High Point? Packers collapse 71%, and Badgers upset 29%. What do you think?
Matt, should go to you first. You are the Packers fan here.
It's the Packers collapse, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Why is it so close?
Just recency bias. It has to be.
Honestly, I also think that
Wait, what was it? Wasn't it like 72 Packers?
71% to 29.
90%.
Yeah, it should honestly. Yeah. I mean,
okay.
There
You're
could
right.
be
There's
some
a little
fans,
recency bias.
There
in
could be
but-
some fans responding to that who aren't Packer fans that are Badger fans too.
True, but also some that don't want to admit the hurt of the one too. There's that part of it as well.
Definitely part of it. But yeah, I think if you asked this question 2 months from now, I think the results would be much more towards the Packers. I mean, that was one of the more crushing sports losses, playoff losses in Wisconsin sports history. So yeah, that one will be more infamous than the High Point loss, I'm sure. But Riley, go ahead and take it away. What's our second poll question of the day?
Moving on to the Homer Hour. Why did Wisconsin lose to High Point? High Point was way better than expected, or Wisconsin simply choked. High Point better than expected, 27%, or UW choked, 73%. Come on, guys, they definitely choked.
Jim?
They choked. I mean, you got to give High Point.
Two things can be true, though.
Yes.
Yes, I
Especially
agree.
those
His
two.
thing. They let High Point hang around.
Chase Johnston hitting those shots. I mean, that logo three is so
It's just what he does,
preposterous.
though.
But-
It's what he does.
I don't think he does it like that.
He's like 45% from three-point
But he
land
only
this season.
shoots like 3 a game.
Yeah,
like,
2 or 3 a game. Yeah, he averaged 6 points a game coming in, and he got like 14 in this game.
Yeah.
Hit his first 2-point field
Yeah,
goal of the
yeah.
season since not this February, since February of 2025. That was his first 2-point field goal.
So saying, that's
the game
what
winner.
they bring him in for.
So-
Why he gets in the game is to throw up threes.
Right, but to that point, the Badgers, Nick Boyd, has made those layups all year, and this time around they didn't. So
Yes, that was the choke aspect. But
Yeah.
then also, like, I'll also not get over John Blackwell getting tied up for that loose ball. And yes, he stepped out of bounds. But then the High Point player, I believe it was Chase Johnston, tackles him to try and get the ball afterwards. The refs just let it go. Like, there's so many moments in that game.
Yeah.
I think you got to go choke, but I
Yes.
think two things are true. I think High Point played better than I expected.
Yeah,
And
they were
Badgers
better than expected. Yes.
Let me down. So
we're let down no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what, we're all sad on Friday. All right, Riley, go ahead.
Sticking with the Homer Hour, how many championships would it be worth to you as a Packers fan to sell the naming rights to Lambeau Field? 1, 22%, 3, 10%, 5, 19%, and don't change the name, 49%.
Matt. Wow. I do it for 5.
Would you?
Yeah, I'd be down for 5.
You'd be willing to sell your soul for 5 Lombardis?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would too.
And are we talking like 5 in a row, or are we saying like 5 in the next 10?
Yeah, I guess that wasn't stipulated, but I would.
Right, because if it's 5, but it's all after I've passed away,
yeah,
like I don't care.
I would assume it's that way, like 5 in your lifetime.
5 more in my lifetime?
Yeah.
I plan to live like 100 more years, so that's not really great odds.
Once every 20 years isn't enough for you? I'd take that.
I mean, that's all I know right now.
Well, and I think you'd be okay with it as a Packer fan, wouldn't you? Once every 20 years, you'd be dissatisfied.
We're talking about how we're dissatisfied right now, and yes, I am on that track at this point.
Because it's been 17 years. It's been 15 years. If we win a championship in 3 more years, then we won't feel that way.
I, in theory, as long as we win one in the next 23 years, I'm still in good shape for one every 20 years. I don't like it. It's not great.
Jim, if this was the Bears, what would you say?
I mean, honestly, this is the dumbest thing. Sell the name. If this guarantees my team winning, sell the names. I don't care.
But how many?
I don't. One.
You do it for one?
What do I care about the name of a stadium?
You'd be the Dude Wipes Chicago Bears Stadium?
In Hammond?
In Hammond, Indiana?
Fine. Does that mean that the
then you get
Chicago
one championship?
Bears? Fine. What do I care?
Yeah, there's no way you should be caring that much.
What do I care?
If it's Culver's Field, if it's Lambeau Field at Culver's Stadium and there's 5 more Lombardis hanging in the rafters, like...
Yeah, that's fine.
Who cares?
That's fine. 5.
If there's one more, honestly.
Yeah, for Culver's Stadium.
Nobody's saying you can't still call it Lambeau Field yourself.
That's true.
You literally just...
Well, I'd probably have to do it on our show. I'd probably have to recognize it.
No, you won't.
Like
you guys...
We're going to enforce you?
You enforce the other stadium name change.
Well, because that one's...
But they're a wonderful partner.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead. Riley, take it away. What's our final poll question?
And finally, heading over to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Do you print a paper boarding ticket at the airport? Yes, 32% going old school, and no, 68%. Have a great weekend, folks.
No. I hate having things in my pockets, let alone extra trash and like paper. Like
32% is so high in
really
those results.
Is.
I'm really surprised.
Because also you got to stop and print it too. Like,
yeah,
what are we
you got
doing?
to go to the kiosk and have one of the airport like the front, guest people or front desk people come on and try to help you like print it off. No, I don't need that.
Only when I'm traveling overseas. Like outside
right,
of
that
the U.S.
I could understand.
Mostly because I know I'm gonna like drain my phone, and if the charging ports don't work on the plane or something like that.
That's good.
Oh
extra
yeah, if
security.
my phone was low, then I might just do it like like if I'm traveling in general and my phone battery's low, I might be like, you know what, just to be safe.
Yeah, but honestly,
because I got a little like travel booklet that I keep my passport and stuff. So like I just fire them in there, and then the next time I travel, when they're like, "Can I see some ID to get your ticket?" I'm like, "Oh, will you throw these away?" And they throw away my old ones, and I get some new ones.
Imagine being the person who like just prints it off, but like doesn't put the ticket in like their Apple Wallet, and just being like, I'm relying on this one piece of paper for my entire transportation.
Right.
Otherwise,
my mom
I'm
did
stuck
that
in Delaware.
Last year. We were coming over from San Diego, and she like literally got the ticket 20 feet away from the kiosk. She's like, I got to use the restroom before we go through security, and dropped it. Fortunately, it was pre-security, so like we realized she didn't have her ticket. But yeah, she had to go back and get a new one printed.
Yeah, just
such a pain. I was like, Mom, that's embarrassing.
I'm
for
so
you.
happy that like as an adult, like I'd never had to travel in like the world where like everything was just like printed. Like there was no digital footprint for like your receipts, your bills, your ticket.
Yeah, to
or
balance your checkbook or your checking account.
Not even like that. Not even like full life stuff, but like literally just traveling.
Yeah, I hate cash. On a side note, like I hate it.
Cash is king, baby.
No, I like now it's my responsibility.
Oh,
I gotta try. Like this way, I don't have to like if I lose my wallet, whatever.
It was a pain when I was just in Charlotte. Most of the places we went were like cashless.
Yeah,
I was like,
because
man.
that's normal.
I know it was, but I happened to have some cash, and I was trying to like use some of it, and they're like, "Oh, we're a cashless establishment." I'm like, "How good for you?"
You're mad about it.
I was kind of mad about it.
I feel like cashless has been king since COVID.
Yes,
Yeah.
big time.
That's true. You're right.
Being able to use cash is like a it is the outlier at this point.
I hate it. Like, I don't. Now it's money. I have to. I don't. I'm going to lose it. I don't want it. I want it. I want a card. If I lose a card, I can call someone. I lost my card. I didn't buy that. Great. Done. This is Jim Matt and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Do you think Dad's got good Instagram game?
No. Instagram game. Oh my God.
I don't know. It's the best thing to think of.
What's the most embarrassing thing your dad has ever done?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Existing. Savage.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
That needs to be a drop.
Yeah.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
I worried about choosing the right two-year college where credits would transfer to UW, but I figured out a great path. At Madison College, I'm in the STEM program. The classrooms are intimate, instructors are engaging, and best of all, I'll be able to transfer to UW debt-free. My advice to others, start your journey here. You won't regret it. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
It's March. It's Madison. It's the road to a gold ball at the Kohl Center on Zimbrick Honda's championship presentation of the WIAA State Boys Basketball Tournament.
The lob and the finish for Donovan Davis. Welcome to the Kohl Center in the state tournament.
We're bringing you all 15 games live, March 19th through the 21st.
Give them the gold ball.
Zimbrick Honda's championship presentation of the WIAA State Boys Basketball Tournament exclusively on the ESPN Wisconsin app.
National Player of the Year.
Left hand, and the game is tied. Kids magical.
Wisconsin legend.
Dump it inside. Dump back in. It's Kaminsky.
Frank Kaminsky joins KBN.
Who was your favorite teammate of all time?
See, it's a baiting question because you want me to say you.
On the Yuengling Legends line.
No, I'm not.
But
No, it's not me.
You were annoying to play with.
Yuengling, America's oldest brewery. Now available in Wisconsin. D.G. Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Hey, it's John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. Come in and discover the high standards, classic traditions, honesty, integrity, and elegance when you walk through our doors. For over 90 years, customers have returned again and again to our warm boutique setting. Trust me, because I've been there for over 40 of them. Whether it's time to come back or your first time in, stop by Goodman's Jewelers at 220 State Street today. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933. The best is at Goodman's.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
I'm very familiar with Gruber Law offices because they're always out in the community.
Gruber Law offices are known to be honest, hardworking.
They're always involved in our neighborhoods.
Gruber Law offices make our community a better place.
They are the best. For nearly 40 years, Gruber Law offices has helped people throughout Wisconsin. If you're injured, we're here to help. One call, that's all.
Wisconsin would not be the same without Gruber Law offices.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Listen to Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin on 100.5 ESPN.
The Green Bay Packers told us and showed us that they realize we can't continue to just play two-thirds football. So kudos to Goody. The Green Bay Packers got better because their special teams now has a chance to have a chance.
Wilde and Tausch, weekdays 9 to noon on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Hey, this is Matt's Chicago Doppelganger. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room afterward, an in-depth recap of every Bucks game in 6 minutes, no more, no less, on the Bucks Plus Radio Network. If you missed any of the game or just want to relive the biggest moments, Bucks in 6 provides game recaps every morning after. Hear high-flying dunks from Giannis, the deep threes from Miles Turner, and catch the comments post game about what happened on the court. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. Find it now on bucks.com/plus or Spotify, Apple, and wherever you get your podcast. That was a pain because half of it was cut off, so I kind of had to guess on the back. It's on my part of it, like the PDF, it's like 20% of it is not showing on the far right side. It's
Perfect.
because
because the PDF is too large.
Yes.
Do you enhance it too much, like the documents on your
I just
laptop?
opened it. I don't think so.
He just has like the old man reader's view is what it is.
Maybe.
I don't think so. It's not like
Old Rutledge is at it again.
I've never said them. I'm going to change it now. But literally, like I was trying to change it while I was talking because it was honestly like 1 or 2 words on the right side. It wasn't anything crazy, but I was like, I think that's the word. But
if you were Chuck Norris, it would have just changed for you.
Exactly, Matt Hamilton. What else would Chuck Norris do?
Once a cobra bit Chuck Norris in the leg. After 5 days of excruciating pain, the cobra died.
Why are we doing Chuck Norris facts?
Unfortunately, Chuck Norris had I shouldn't say it like that. Death didn't come for Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris told Death he was coming. So Chuck Norris had passed away today, and there is just literally the king of the meme is just taking over the internet, and they're always good. All of these Chuck Norris memes are hilarious.
So there's no truth to the fact that Nick Boyd's collapse with the Badgers is what killed Chuck Norris?
No.
Because we had the Nick Boyd facts and then...
Jeez.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Very morbid.
Really?
A little bit.
I guess so. But that's where I'm at right now. I'm surprised that's morbid for you, Ryan.
They once named a bridge after Chuck Norris. No one dared cross it.
Now, I'm going to ask a real question here. I think I know
Okay.
the answer for Ryan. Matt, have you ever watched a Chuck Norris movie?
Yeah. I watched some ones with Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon, and I watched a little bit of Walker, Texas Ranger, because it was on.
I don't think I've ever actually seen anything that Chuck Norris has done outside of like
Dodgeball.
Yeah.
Watch the one with Bruce Lee. I mean, there's a couple, but Enter the Dragon.
Otherwise, random memes. This has been Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
See ya.